Let's talk about my butt. Well, hello, welcome back if this isn't your first time. I'm Demi, your friendly neighborhood fitness friend, and today we're gonna talk about glutes, specifically how to grow them. Now I know this is one of the biggest things right now. Everybody's kind of fixated on getting that bigger, juicier booty. So I'm gonna give you a little guidance in how I managed to do it. I'm gonna start with a little overview, give you a quick glute journey. I'm not gonna go over my entire fitness journey because I've done a whole video on that, which I'll leave a link up there if you wanna see. But today I'm gonna focus in more on the glutes, where I started versus where I am now. Talk you through it really quickly, and then I'll give you some of the exercises that really helped me achieve my goal. Okay, so we're gonna start in 2014 with little baby 20-year-old Demi. So at this point, I was running a lot. I was deep in my cardio bag. It was life. It kind of carried on like this for a while. As you know, if you watch my video on my fitness journey, it took me a couple of years when I started with fitness to really get into strength training and weightlifting. So about 2016 is when I really got into the gym proper. And at first I really struggled trying to figure out what I even wanted, what my goals even were. I definitely knew I wanted to get like a nicer, rounder butt. That was definitely a goal from the start, but I wasn't too sure how to achieve that. I tried a few different things and some of it worked, some of it didn't. There was a little bit of progress, but nowhere near what I thought it would be. So for the first year or so, by the end of 2017, I had a slight little, curve going on back there, but nothing close to what I do now. I'd say I didn't even really start to have any immediately noticeable changes until about 2018. About mid-2018, when I gained a little bit more confidence and started to experiment a bit more with different exercises. So as you see, by 2018, I got a little bit more curves going on. Then going into 2019, where I really hit my stride. This was where I really figured out what worked for me and what didn't. And I was able to set up my leg days with a whole different range of exercises that really targeted my muscles and my body really responded to. So by mid-2019 to the end of that same year, there's a big, massive difference. And then coming into 2020, at the start of it, you can see that it's night and day. Considering where I started, so from that time in 2020 till now, I'm still kind of doing similar things. I mix it up every so often. You don't want to go into the gym and do the exact same exercises in the same order all the time. You'll get boring. So I mix the key exercises that really work for building my glutes in with other exercises for other muscle groups. So if I'm going in, I might go in with those 3 exercises, and then the rest be more quad focused, or I go in with those 3 with hamstring focus around it, just depending on how I'm feeling that day. As you can see, there's a big difference between where I started and where I am now. So we're gonna go into the 3 exercises I found that really helped me. First one, sumo deadlifts. Okay, now I'm not gonna talk too much about this because I made a whole video on how to deadlift. Again, I'll leave the link up there if you wanna check it out. But the sumo deadlifts are classified as a compound exercise, meaning it works a whole bunch of different muscle groups, which I talked about before. But I found that for me, when I perform this exercise, I really feel the focus mostly on my glutes. So I always make sure to incorporate it into my leg days in some way. The second exercise, hip thrusts. Now these ones are a slightly bit more difficult to perform because you do need to keep your upper back elevated without putting too much strain on your neck. You also need to make sure that your knees are not going over your toes when you lift your hips up with the weights on them. That is just to prevent extra force going into your knee joints. You have to also ensure your feet are about distance, maybe a little bit outside hip distance apart, and you want to keep them straight and pointed forward. At the top, make sure to squeeze those glutes so you really feel those muscles working. Third exercise, Bulgarian split squats. A bit of a mouthful, I know. They kind of look a little bit like elevated static lunges is the easiest way to say it. So you've got one foot up on a high surface behind you and the other one down on the ground. If you're looking to go more glute focused, make sure to have a wider step, as a narrower step will be more focused on your quads. As you go down, make sure to keep your back straight, facing forward, neck high. Ensure again that your knees are not coming forward over your toes, otherwise all that force is going straight into your knee joints, and that can leave you with some pain in the future. So what I would suggest you do if you're just starting out with these exercises, number one, start light with the weights. Don't go straight to the heavy weight. You want to make sure your technique is good. Two, have a spotter. It's always good when you're starting off with new exercises to have somebody there to kind of watch you, give you a little helping hand if you find that you might need it, sometimes catch you if you fall. That's happened to me, so just putting that in there. Three, maybe try one at a time before you build up to having all three at a go, because all three exercises are quite glute focused, and if you're not used to putting that much attention on one muscle, you might have some really intense soreness the next day, and you want to ease yourself into it. Give your body time to get used to doing new things. And above all, what you want to do is give yourself time. Progress is not instant. You're not going to wake up the next day and instantly have a bigger bum. It's going to take time for those muscles to grow. So give yourself a good few months to, one, get into the swing of a new routine, and two, really see big changes. Also, make sure to take progress pictures, because if you're looking at yourself every single day, it might be hard to see a change. But if you take pictures at the start and then maybe every month afterwards, you can really line them up and see how much it's working for you or not. And from that, you can decide what to tweak and what to change. All right, so that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, watch my other videos, and come back for more fun stuff. I got tons more planned. Okay, bye.